10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Alrighty, we are back after, well, an undetermined break. Wasn't quite sure how long that would last, but the game has begun. We're ready once more. I am America. Joining me is Motpax, my co-caster, Redemption against TNC. TNC, they've got to come back after that back and forth game. Nesky, huh?
Oh yeah, and well, Team Redemption spotting that out right away. And I know one of those heroes that they love to have the backbone and be the Queen of Pain, so not doing too hot lately in the patch. I think she's down around the 40s, I think, in terms of win rate, and I haven't checked her in a little while. But either way, certainly falling off to a couple of these other mid heroes coming out. She's not maybe seen as that super versatile, like safe lane, off lane, mid lane hero so much now, and TNC have just rocked a couple games with it, so I like them just kind of cutting that out right away. And unfortunately, we actually haven't seen these teams play against each other in a while. You know, it's nice when you have that last matchup where you can just look at their last played match, really understand how they're treating the meta versus each other, but instead, well, maybe as a consequence of that, Team Redemption are going to pick themselves up an easy Chen here, and we've already seen what that hero can do.
I'm trying to remember that game yesterday against... There was no Chen in that game, was there? I think it just went
They had a Terrorblade.
Yeah, they had like Death Prophet mid, which got Cry, Invoker Bounty Hunter. From this. Yeah, it was an interesting game. Like
10 seconds.
Redemption did well in the laning stage. They did very well, but Phoenix just decided to fight at the right times, make sure that Exodus is really a thing. We didn't see Death Prophet in the last game. This is a hero that's been kind of touted as that new mid lane hero. You know, it counters the variety of the mid lane kind of lane dominators like Queen of Pain, Raiders, Viper. None of these guys win against the deep
Radiant team
because Soul Siphon.
Yeah. I want to see a Zeus. That's what I want to see. I want to see him grab it up now so it doesn't get banned out in the next phase. I think it's so good versus Chen. Nice global presence. Go with your Roaring Beastmaster. I think that'll be a very solid opener, and then maybe even hope they can snag the Gyrocopter in the next phase, but unlikely to make it, so they could go back here as well.
Oh, I'll let Gyrocopter in the
10
go for that. There's options that. But then, of course, there's sports out there. There's Oracle, which is really annoying, but against the Chen, you've always got to think about depo. Lane clear and make sure you can kind of control, at the very least. Witch Doctor we've seen relatively potent. But of course, the flip side of things, you go for the Lycan. And we saw this kind of dynamic in one of the European games yesterday. It was Stake against London Conspiracy, where if you open your draft with kind of a pushing outline, you know, play heroes that like to push into towers, they say, you know what, we'll trade, we'll do it better than you. Beastmaster Lycan, we've got auras, we've got wolves. Your Chen could push into our tier 1s, but we'll put guard.
10 seconds remaining.
We'll see what they want to pair up with it. I don't know. Are there really any core heroes you need to grab right now in the base Team Redemption? Like, no, honestly, just go for like a Bane or something if you really wanted to. A little bit of counter single target for like Lycan or even the Beastmaster, as well as like easy mare setups and just pretty potent. We'll see what they'd like to go with.
I kind of wonder how prevalent Faceless Void is in NBA, because that was very important in China, pretty good in Europe for a little while, but yeah, but Gyrocopter is going to be the safety pickup for Team there.
Yeah, very solid. A little bit of deny pick too, because obviously they know that they're not too afraid to just run it mid or anything for TNC, so grab it for themselves.
10 seconds.
Want to ban, so getting rid of maybe a couple of those little pushers. Try to go down TNC, maybe like the Viper or something they like to go with. A nice early mechanism.
Reserve time.
The Witch Doctor ban, that would be another good one too.
Doctor, Dazzle, Bane, you mentioned. I guess Bane, Redemption, but yeah, I think you kind of want to. It depends. You ban out mid heroes here, like
honestly.
OD, Death Prophet. Or annoying mid heroes you can take out. TNC can ban out like Venge Bane themselves or Venge Dazzle. I think Redemption ban out like an OD, because regardless of what hero you're sending mid, the OD is going to be.
Yeah. Pretty much a good hero for that. The Roar as well, like obviously OD is nothing but damage, just what he does. Yeah, he's got like the or whatever, but honestly it's just straight up damage, and as long as you have the control for that, between Roar, between the Boar slowing people down as they try and escape, do a lot of work with an OD. It's kind of like Enchantress in the mid lane almost, in the same sense of just, you guys just hold them down, take care of business here. So they are going to ban out that Dazzle though. Seeing really great plays, honestly, came out from the last game, just not quite enough to bring it home for TNC.
This, like, what the pushing heroes really are that we don't know anymore. That used to be a big thing with Chen. A lot of the Swedish teams really loved that era, especially loved the Luna Blade and pushing.
Oh yeah, that was their big combo.
The Oracle for Winter G.
Dire team pick.
Nothing big to play necessarily, but it's still going to be very good in laning phase. You can shackle up all those Shen creeps as well with your Fortune's End.
It also shuts out a Darkseer pick. It's pretty huge right now, and possibly even an Ember Spear pick too for Redemption. Like they could actually secure it from themselves now on TNC if they wanted to go that route. There's a lot of counter picks. Oracle like shuts out so many heroes by picking it up early, even if you don't already have something to specifically counter.
I always have to go back to the Oracle and look through the Oracle spell list. It's still not something that like rolls off my tongue. I kind of have to double think, and even if I get it right, I'm like, wait, is it 4%? I'm gonna check. Is it?
Well, it would help if 3 of them didn't start with F, and then the other one is Purifying Flames.
Yeah,
he's a very F-heavy hero, so it can get a little confused.
F that hero, honestly.
Yeah, seriously. Feel about him.
Redemption, where are you going? Still that Bane out there. There's heroes like Zeus, which I kind of like to deal with these heavy pushing in lineups. Deal well with the Lycan as well, with like lightning bolt spam, lightning. Goes for like a Yule's dagger. He's pretty mobile, quick on his feet to get himself away from the big bad wolf. At the moment in time, Redemption don't have anything to actually hold the Lycan in place. Like the Wind Ranger shackle shot. There's a few extended disables.
Yeah, there's some of this kind of advantage. Oh, well, speaking of, geez, aren't we just the fools in terms of holding on to somebody with a little bit of a shackle? It'll be some lasso action from the Bat Rider. That hero is just so good right now. It's shocking to see it even slip through the second phase. In a good old time. Maybe teams just haven't really remembered. Oh yeah, remember that hero that used to be like 97% pick ban? He's kind of back.
Completely forgot. Viper as well. Interesting pick up, and this is one of the things I was talking about earlier. Viper used to be one of the heroes that you'd fear playing in the middle. Against the Bat Rider, it isn't that great. Bat Rider's still going to get the sticky napalm in. Viper is pretty heavily reliant on the and repositioning lane. Even if it's just an area of like 200 units or something, just moving across that 200 units, still going to triple your time moving across the turn rate.
Yeah, once you have the brown boots on Bat, it's basically a free kill if you get 4 or 5 stacks. Just Firefly and run in circles. If Viper tries to fight you, then you just run in a circle. If Viper tries to run away, you just run behind him.
Radiant team
Same vein of kind of chasing somebody down, they're going to go right for the Razor. So their lanes are going to be interesting. Looks to be just the Bat Rider in the off lane. I guess knowing that, yeah, Bat Rider Viper is not bad, but now that we know what your mid's, grab a Razor. Classic counter.
10 seconds.
Rider off lane, is it? Down there, Razor mid, Gyro safe lane, so they just need one final support hero here. Yeah.
Reserve time.
Right. That's the difficult thing now. Do you want to ban out the Bane and you not get it yourself if you really wanted it? It's going to limit the amount of push potential that they do have here for Team Redem.
Yeah, it's pretty good ban there, just because they started out with the Chen, but they haven't gone that heavy into straight on tower siege. Like obviously Razor, we get the Ags or something. I think Shashan would be a great way to complement their draft there. Maybe
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Rubik's like okay. Yeah, there's the Witch Doctor man that we talked about earlier. That would have been a really great pick.
That's the thing. Rubik is sort of so static in team fights. You just get run over by the Razor and the Gyrocopter. A Silencer would have been good here, I think, for TNC if they did black stun.
Mirana.
Right now they've got like 1 stun pretty much. A Beastmaster's Roar. Add in a Mirana. Try and look for the Fortune's End into arrow combos maybe. That's gonna be interesting.
I wonder why not like Spirit Breaker. That's kind of what when I think of Mirana, like yeah, if you hit those arrows, it's like just god tier. You did it. You're like winning the game. But sometimes if they just don't connect, it can be so risky. Certainly a riskier pick. Like Spirit Breaker is just so much safer in a lot of senses. Like it's just you're guaranteed. You're essentially that you're going to charge and stun them without some outplay. But no, I love Murano. When it works out, the ultimate is something you can never count out. And well, I was just thinking about the Abaddon as well, but they already have the Oracle for that, and snagged up by Redemption as well for this one.
So is that going to be Batrider Abaddon off lane, I think? Dark up the safe lane solo against Beastmaster?
We had there was a Bristleback Batrider duel off lane last night for, I think it was Evo. It was Evo playing the Bristleback. It was disgusting. It's actually
Bristle
so
Batrider.
good. And they didn't start out that way, but they ended up rotating up into that sort of. It was really, really well done. I can imagine like the spam. Magic wands couldn't come off cooldown fast enough.
Goodness. So Abaddon going to be good here with a shield to take off arrow off his team. That's what's necessary.
10 seconds.
So one thing I worry about though is if they do run a dual lane with Abaddon Batrider is Orocopter against Beastmaster. The laning matchup isn't great for Gyro.
Yeah, you gotta play it well. Force and everything exactly right. Like that high, what's his base damage? 66, no items. 6. What a hero, honestly. Master's just great. So, yeah, very, very dangerous in the lane. Get 2 boars out at once and Gyro can be in trouble even with the massive damage of Rocket Barrage. He needs to separate himself from the creep wave, so see how it works out.
Oh, we've got the ticket back. Excellent. Okay.
Yes.
Good. So we don't have to make up names for people now. Raven, Lycan, Winter, Small Sun, I'm gonna just call him Small Sun, the 15-year-old. Yeah, there. Teehee over on the Viper, kind of interesting. Kind of a boring hero, you know. This was the guy that played Phantom Lancer and Juggernaut mid lane, and for himself playing Clinks like that towards the mid unconventional heroes. But Sam H is Beastmaster, and then up into the Dire jungle. Observer Ward already trying to get into the mind of that Chen. Ozen on the Abaddon Lance, EDZ, the Gyro and the Razor.
30 seconds.
Batrider down at bottom lane. Up 4th for this top rune, it looks like. He should be able to top 1 for Teehee, and they're already prepared for this.
Yeah, it seems like they should just be swapping out the runes here. Unlikely they'll get the kill. Just way. And they do snipe out that ward mid. That's huge. That'll be instantly warded. They actually... Oh, they don't have any. They're very greedy.
The battle
Go Tango.
begins.
Oh, it's already way on the courier. No, we're clear. We're clear.
Conductor.
Too speedy. So perfect. That's going to help out your mid lane very heavily. Going to make it a lot harder for the arrows as well. So great stuff. Very good start for Redemption.
Fortunate. There's the HP regen for the Razor. Tango denying there. So Teehee. Viper against Razor, the age-old matchup. Oh.
Very exciting.
Yeah. I think we might just ignore this lane.
Skill.
I think we might just ignore this lane because AU is being forced to, like, it's a 1v1 between Mirana and Abaddon. It's a 1v1 between Razor and Viper. Nothing interesting is going to happen there. Batrider should do, you know, okay, a bot. He should get experience. Deny a little bit of farm for the Lycan. It's the top lane that I really want to keep an eye on. The Gyro against the Beastmaster because this lane has kill potential both sides. If the boar wears off, and then you can get in with a rocket barrage away from a creep wave, you can kill off the Beastmaster, but then again, if you've got double boar up, Beastmaster can turn and do a lot of damage into that Gyro.
Yeah, I'm gonna be interested how this dynamic actually plays out, especially with the Chen though. Like, you gotta think Sam's gonna be pretty paranoid up here. Probably gonna be having the Hawk over. Obviously, this ward's gonna help out a ton, so it was a great one to be placing down, even though it is gonna block the camp, so they'll probably, like, don't they still have a sentry left? Yeah, it's on the Abaddon right now, so... And I think it might have actually been better to not...
Just to actually have vision, yeah, because if you've both observer wards and they're both dewarded, no vision as a Mirana is not the best way to be. On an arrow, he's killed off a creep. Wait, is he gonna jungle this? Is AU gonna jungle Mirana? Do you leap up onto the high ground once you hit level 2?
No, away? I think you just want your 2, so you need the leap. That's all it is.
Okay.
Just want it so you can roam. Now I'm wondering, this bottom lane, I was thinking about this, is that I wonder if Zhang's Eye is gonna like too deep, and then have the Fortune Zen come out and debuff the Napalm. a little bit risky there. Maybe the Batrider like commits too heavily before realizing, oh shit, and then suddenly he's like no stacks on him.
Can't purge it off his teammate.
Yeah, should work. The Q, it hits onto allies and enemies now. They might have changed since like a ways ago when he was first introduced. Now you can target your Q on your allies. You can actually run up as the Lycan on top of the Batrider. The Q would debuff the Lycan and stop the Batrider.
Target an ally will only put. Wow, okay.
Oh, here we go. This is the play right now. Oracle's at the rune though. Oh no!
Raven, even with the stick charges, he tries to turn and fight. Oh, with a Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire, no, just get out of the Firefly. Right. Imagine if Oracle was there. Had that Fate Edict for the magic damage mitigation purged as well, and that would have been an easy kill on the Gyro, but the Star Observer Ward watched the Oracle move off the lane.
We're scared, guys.
What rune was it anyway? You got the bounty. 10 out of 10. Worth it. Mirana is still up here at the stacking, still doing this nonsense. And I guess you can keep the stack later on for the Beastmaster with Wild Axe. So, it hasn't been the build for a while. Like, Wild Axes you put like level 2 by like level 7 or 8 or something, and you go for like the 2-4-4-1 build. Or 2 build even.
Yeah, I even like it when, if you're having an okay lane, the axes, like if there's no support zoning you out, I actually like level 1, honestly. Some players are still going for the 4 points, but their current lineup, I think the attack speed's definitely worth it. It just depends, honestly. Like, it depends on what level you're actually got enough of an advantage on your team that you're going to start grouping up together, attacking objectives as a single unit, and that's when those levels obviously will count. Same thing with your necro timing too. It's very similar to like certain heroes. You'll be scaling up certain skills based on when you're getting your blink dagger. You know, it's like, okay, my blink's not gonna be later, so I can focus more on this instead, or yada yada yada. And it kind of works the same with Beastmaster and his necro books. It's like, okay, well, my necros are gonna be a little bit later. Maybe I can take like 2, maybe even a 3rd point in the axes far behind. There's a lot of versatility to this hero, and I think it's probably one of the reasons why he's just a fun hero to play, man. You got vision. You got the boars. They've been putting in so much work lately. Getting an arcane rune. You got 3 boars up at once. It's the dream right there, man.
Yeah, I guess another hero like that is the Batrider. Seen S4, like not necessarily skip lasso, but hold onto a point and then maybe go back into another Firefly or Napalm if he needs to stacks. Like level 7 or 8 or something. So it's definitely something to look out for. Progress through their skill builds. What has Abaddon been up to? He's stepped up a couple. Call him here. Just the Chen had a Wild Wing, never mind. Chen had a Wild Wing that was doing that, and Mosin has 2 smokes. So he is able to rotate with his Conqueror. Only level 2. Moving on to bot lane isn't going to be the best way to go. Maybe if they actually rotate onto mid. Side.
Yeah, it's always been cited as the big issue. Abaddon is like, how do you lane this guy? Like, what do you want to do? We always see this dual off lane. He'll run with like a bristleback. He'll run with an undying and everything like that. But in a situation like this where he's more committed to, oh, I'm just gonna stack some camps, take any on his own. Doesn't need to help out the Gyro. He basically just needs to show up and W if he gets arrowed. It's really hard, honestly. Like, you need a lot of levels on this hero. It's very similar to many of those other greedy supports. I'd actually maybe even like to see him pulling the small camp if that's what it's gonna take. But I just don't think it's going to be much for him to do.
Oracle hit 6 though, and this Lycan gets a few what? False promise on a Lycan running around killing off, you know, Gyrocopter, Abaddon, Chen. Ton of damage in that wolf form. Worry a little bit about this Viper pick, because laning wise against the Razor it's not going to be amazing. DDD's pretty much shutting him out. 5 last hits over him. He's not having a great time. It's going to be the actual build-up and pressure that you get from the items. Because the Razor doesn't have to go for mech. Go for, you know, the Treads, Drums, S and Y build, just go tank up. Whereas the Viper kinda has to be that mech carrier here for the team. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. You then push in tier 1 towers with the rest. It's that kind of alleviation from the Razor, thinking, okay, I have a lot more room with my item build and progression here that I've got more decisions to make. Not kind of hold into this area where Viper has to go mech. You've kind of got to be that linchpin hero, just standing there and beating into the tower with the Lycan with the guys behind.
And honestly, like, just because, like, you know, you have to get going, and your Miranda hasn't got anything. I mean, we're only 2.5 minutes in, so I don't want to harp on them too, but obviously we're just paused. We had to shoot the talk about something, so it almost seems like going up on that cliff and finishing off this camp a couple times wouldn't even be the worst thing to do right now. Like, it's really enough on that you can't get any control from your Beastmaster, really. Like, maybe the third point into the boar or something like that, you'll be able to get enough flow, or a little bit of bonus damage from the attack speed and the inner beast. Maybe she just needs to try and get level 3, make that arrow a little bit better. She's already close to it.
Kill off the ancients and the jungle camp.
Oh god, please no. That's too far. Too far.
What too far?
You're gonna trigger the chat, man.
What?
Careful.
Cliff jungling Mirana, it's perfectly fine.
I
Jump up.
prefer cliff jungling puck. Or orb onto the high ground.
I prefer cliff jungling Phoenix.
Ah. Very classy.
The thing, if your offlane's going super bad as a Phoenix and there's like a silencer on the enemy team, you used to go back into the Radiant jungle, like let's say your Radiant side, you used to go back and onto that high ground here, hold spot and just kill the large camp a couple of times. But now you can kill off the Ancients as well. It's great. Honestly, heroes like Phoenix, they get shut out super hard.
I saw Yawar lose a game so badly once. He cliff jungled Animage. It was all these spots I've never even seen used, like around the dire camps. And it actually worked. He got like a decent time against Valkyrie. It was hilariously impressive.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, well, that's life. That was a long time ago.
I mean, people used to do it with Magnus with the Empower on our side, and just cliff jump Magnus. That was a thing. At least chat is mature enough not to spam Ming Lees, which are very annoying. Well, you know what's gonna happen once you say something like that? The Ming Lees, they come out. Like, I'm always sad when we're on like a 2-minute delay for broadcasts and
I know.
Can't interact directly with chat. But you know, in 2 minutes time, the Ming Lees, they'll recycle, they'll come back again. Mirana looking for arrow, but it's observable in Sentry. Gonna keep Razor pretty happy here, while the Batrider's putting on a lot of pressure.
Unbelievable. He is destroying these two in lane. Like, they can't harass him at all, and Oracle just queued off napalm stacks, and okay. Like, yeah, you have 17 stacks on your wand, so he'll have to be careful he goes for the dive, but he's already getting the job done. He's only got 13 CS on Raven. He's getting the Batrider 17. What a good lane right now.
They have bottle boots Fairy Fire at 4 minutes in, and he's gonna go get bot rune as well. Perfectly happy with this. Now, what do we have for the Razor coming in? Ground boots, bottle. The rotation from the Chen just yet. I guess the fact that they're winning these lanes so heavily already, the Chen can focus on farming, but they do want to go in for some kind of a kill. Nope. Pause. Oh, TNC, please. Please let us just continue the game. Oh. No, it's not allowed. Permitted to continue with the game. EDC's going in on T a little bit hard here. Ring of Aquila, Brown Boots, Viper. He's taking a pummeling from the Razor already. Level 3 static link. Level 2 in that plasma feed.
Yeah, he actually just turned for a Q too. I was a little surprised because a lot of damage, yeah. I was TT lagging because he turned around for like pretty weird. He could have just like walked away and getting a couple right clicks because of it. I'll probably take a couple more. Boots on boots should be okay here. Yeah, the poison attack's slow, obviously, in notes. That's probably why I went for it.
If this isn't even a build we've seen, oh, I've got to move my camera away. I just realized the plasma field noise is probably going to piss everybody off. A static link noise. This isn't a build from Razor we've seen in a long time. You know,
same with the Viper.
I guess so as well. No corrosive skin on Viper, and no unstable current for the Razor. Oh my god, noise just transcends space and time. Like, I'm looking at top rune spot, and I can still hear that freaking noise.
You have to like go pretty far away. Top lane.
Yep, I'm just gonna look at top lane. I'm just gonna look at top lane. So while we pause, guys, go and follow Motpax on Twitter. Twitter.com/Motpax. M-O-T-A-X. He likes bagels, and there was another word that you said funny as well.
The other thing's fun. I try, guys. You know, I do my best to entertain y'all.
There's bagels and there's about.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty bad. Well, I mean, I say bagel, but That's not even a Canadian thing,
That's just
because I'm
you.
sure there's gonna be Canadians that are gonna be angry. That's just like a maritimer thing. Coasters, I guess, say bagel, or someone will be like, "That's not true. He's just an idiot." Well, that might.
Canadians don't say
Right.
bagel.
I don't think I can say about on command. Oh, maybe I guess I just did. Does it sound funny?
It does sound a little bit funny. A little bit of an O. There's O.
Canadian land there.
Canada. You are a Canadan.
You know me.
Come on,
We
please.
lost.
Please stop spamming that. Spamming that. They're allowed to. Oh, if they're restreaming us on YouTube, they'll get reported by our office and our admins and stuff like that. Just don't worry about it. We'll deal with it. Just please, spamming. Or continue spamming. Do whatever the hell you want. You know, there's no mods in the chat.
It's a free world.
There's no mods in the channel except for me and mod packs. Or are there? Or are
Oz was
there?
there.
Amsa was here as well. Be hiding away. But yeah, you can also follow me on Twitter, guys. Facebook as well, if you really want to.
I was waiting for you, but.
Well, we went on this whole, you know.
Oh God, restarting modem. Okay, all right, we're good.
We went on this whole, you know, Canadian spiel thing, so I didn't have time to
Punishment.
slip it in. Turn this sound off, you fuck shits. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Didn't
Oh,
mean
here's
it.
here's another cool combo then. Oracle thing. So with this whole Fortune's End thing, right? You can target your allies and it still does the same effects when it actually hits. But what's some really solid stuff about it is that you can do it on Spirit Breaker while he's charging in on people. And you can imagine, like, you know how it works, right? Like, it's like you have that big long channel and then it kind of slow flying through the air. So you can time it from like massive distance to add even more like element of troll there and a little bit of damage too. Fun. There's something to throw in your pubs.
Bad and Shield is not purgeable, correct? That's
Ooh,
something
like
that I've
the
never.
Q?
Yeah.
I mean, when you get into dispels and strong dispels,
It's so-
honestly,
yeah.
I just like I open up the demo tab and test it out myself every time because I can never make sure. I would say with certainty that it does not take off because it's a weak dispel. Fortune's End is a weak dispel because it also doesn't take off things like lasso, but
Yeah.
whereas False Promise is a strong dispel. So those two won't ever interact. False Promise and enemy are in a bad shield net.
Why
There you
can't
go.
they just make it one? Like, there's purge, then there's weak spells and strong dispels, and you know they all do very similar things. And Blaze knows all of this stuff. King of mechanics. Messaging me last night with a couple of things. Even March doesn't know some little nuances of the game because they're so kind of awkward and nobody thinks about them and they don't often come to light because no that way. But it takes as one player to realize, hang on a second, this is powerful, this is abusable. We're just gonna run through it over and over again. Nova Scotia, eh? Why are you talking to chat now?
That's where I was from.
Chat? Basement.
I am in my basement, actually.
Really?
Got my own little office down here. Oh yeah, I like the basement. Except it's a little bit chilly. I have to say, I'm actually wearing a toque right now.
Wearing a what?
Toque?
Oh, one of the beanie hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny word as well.
Can't eat any poutine today, guys. I just.
That's something I've never had.
Oh, that's
Well,
your loss.
that's-
I mean, honestly, just make up some gravy.
That's the thing. Like, I've never had like proper Canadian poutine, like cheese curds with gravy and fries.
Right, exactly.
I've had chips and gravy, but that's for me. That's not the real deal. That's not the legit stuff. I've got to stop looking at it. Like I automatically go from like top lane, bot lane, mid lane. It's like shut up, Razor. Just shut up.
That was a very great impersonation.
It's
by the
like-
way. Thank you.
It just sounds like he's like gargling electronically, right? It's like shut the fuck up. Just stop it. just
It's probably the noise Razor makes in his head when he does it, you know?
It's like the animal bulldog. Blah, 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 blah. A little more gargling in the back. How we get there? I hope their modem was made this century, and it's not gonna take too much longer because we're running out of stuff to talk about. Honestly, we can look at
Do you remember the
couriers.
noise when you said it? When you do like turn on your
Oh
dial-up?
yeah, Yeah.
That was a good one. That's a classic, right?
Trying to watch porn when you were like 13 years old. It was like, I hope they don't hear. It's like 2 a.m. or something. I hope my parents don't wake up and come downstairs. Just please, I'm gonna do this as quietly as I possibly can. And the modem just goes.
Dude, I was just trying to get on Neopets. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, Neopets! Right, I was on newgrounds.com. That was the place to be. All the flash videos, all the little mini games. Newgrounds.com, my old home.
Two back. Haley's game's only 4 minutes in.
I mean, we started at what, 3:50? 4? My time anyway, and now it's been like at least half an hour into the game of it, and that was even after being late. Because we started the first game late, and we were like half an hour delayed, and then TNC went for, I don't know, a snack or whatever. What time is it in the Philippines? It's like 9 hours ahead? It's probably getting...
From you, it would be 7 hours this in Singapore time.
Oh, is Philippines still in Singapore time?
Well, no, they're in different time. But the server on Singapore servers, when we think of it, they'd be like, I guess it'd be like 9 hours then.
8 or 9, something like that. Okay. I've had enough. I've already told you. I don't care about the people restreaming. They'll get dealt with. They will be punished, and so will you. Timed out. Get wrecked. To represent. Yeah, imagine this happens at ESL Manila, where people just disconnect randomly. Thanks, servers. No, we weren't trying to say pudding. We weren't saying pudding. Not the same as that. That's rude. Isn't it, Mopsax?
Of course.
Of course. Do you speak any French?
Were you saying tabernacle?
No.
Oh, that's the bad French word. And see, it doesn't actually mean anything in like Paris or anything, or like real French, but
Canadian, it's like
French Canadian, it's like basically the F word. They say.
But like etymology of that word is more to do with like right? It's like anti-religious.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing for you.
It's just church stuff, you know. Oh, Wolfie dies. Game is back underway. Righty ho. Well, it's gonna be static lanes again. Not like we've hyped this up so much talking about random shit. Nothing's gonna happen. Actually, nothing's gonna happen except maybe mid lane. The Mirana tried, but Razor just walks away. It's out of danger. That rider though is getting close to level 6. Is now Stay Palm 2 in Firefly. Forced the Lycan away from lane. Poor Raven. Poor Raven.
No, honestly, this is like the worst person to be up against. Batrider is just so in lane. Yeah. Do anything. He's too afraid. I think he needs to be more aggressive with his last hits and go for it. Just rely on your Oracle. You can't just keep walking away like this. You are getting nothing in this lane.
He has 7 stacks. I guess the
Yeah, but he can just Q him. And
there we go.
Look, there they go.
Hey! And the Firefly comes out now from Zhangzai. Most of the Purge is gone. Raven just gonna get run down here with the Firefly and sticking their bomb stacks up, but there's the Fate Edict with a heal. It is kept alive. Meanwhile, towards the middle lane, AU dies on the Mirana. T-Tours as we're watching the Batrider go a little bit ham down on bottom. Actually, the 2-man rotation from Team Redemption that kill onto the Mirana.
Close, but not quite.
Alright, well that wasn't what I was expecting, his first death in the mid lane, but we'll take it. They got nice and aggressive, got her killed up on the high ground there. Gyrocopter, he's pushing in deep, he's getting some farm. He's got the most in the last hits. So this game's getting hyped now. Oh yeah.
They've killed some creeps, they've killed some heroes.
Died.
3 people have died. Then. Whew. Hot in here. Coming up. MTR Baden, so he had to get his boots. Little guy running around on a horse. Do too much.
Creep.
Dire's bottom
They pay for it.
tower
Get
is
the
under
lead.
attack.
Oh man, you're just waiting this out.
Get a stealth for safety, but now the Viper might be the one in trouble here with the sticky palm stacks going. There's the lasso as well coming in from Zhangzhou. Oh, he doesn't go for it. Arrow flies. Will not connect onto anybody. Now it's a 4-man push onto mid tier 1. I mean, if you want to shut out a Viper, you pick Razor and then you tri-lane his freaking plane.
I'm just now thinking about this Miranda and how much time she's been spending. Like, she's level 4, so, I mean, doing pretty good considering she's much and only has a death, no kills to her name, but imagine if she had maybe gone bottom with the stop combined into an arrow. Like, that's quite a bit of time, because even level 1, you can get the full 2.5 seconds. Yeah, it might be hard to line up and really nail it, but if they did have me Batrider, he almost surely would have been dead with the Howl and the Wolves, and well, speaking of Batrider.
On bot lane, yep, Batrider's found him, even with the perk there, Raven's still going to drop to the Rocket Barrage. And Oracle, you are in a little bit of trouble, no TP available, the magic damage will get mitigated by the Fate's Edict. It's not the bat you've got to worry about. It's definitely the man on top. DDC mid lane though, slowed by the Viper. He's got enough damage with the poison attacks, or does he? If he misses uphill, he's still got the kill. Turn around the Razor, tries to crack the whip onto the Mirana, but not enough damage through. But Chen returns to jungle. Wrap around up on top. Sam H with the Roar available. The level 4 Abaddon could be an easy kill here if Sam H can just line it up. Wave is coming in. Rotation is just not coming here from Team Redemption. Now Sam H waits for the Abaddon shield to come through, slows him with the boar, and now gets the Hawk out.
He's just waiting. TP too. He can't just roar yet.
He's just waiting it out.
Damage.
There we go.
There
we go. Damn sure that he's got that secured kill. No one coming in to save him.
This Chen needs 6. Oh, nice steal. Stealing that Chen creep with the. I'd like to see a Midas AU. I think it's good enough. It's always pretty good on Mirana, but it's extra good against Chen, so it's pretty.
Damage with Arcane Boots on his Beastmaster. The cooldown will get dodged here. The Chen is still on the board. They've got no stuns. They've got nothing to stop TP away from the Beast. Now, Arcane Boots on this guy. I've not seen this in a long time. It's like the past 3 or 4 months it's been round boots into Necro.
I mean, that's gotta be 8th or low. It's like no other reason. That just seems weird. I guess it's okay, but why wouldn't you just get spreads? Like, you have your spells are so low for like the overall mana. I guess maybe if no one else is building them, they're looking to death ball soon a little bit. That kind of makes sense.
That's the thing. One of the biggest things about Ether Lens is that magic damage increase and does majority physical damage.
I mean, the duration of it, it's like a mini eggs, I guess, for increasing your primal roar range. No, maybe I think it's just for the whole strategy of team. It's the only thing I could warrant that towards.
It's an interesting aggressive ward towards the mid lane here. Out by AU. Easy. Slowed down by the 14 end, but the lasso comes in. There's nothing to purge it off, and this Oracle is completely screwed. With a heal coming out of this Viper onto this Razor, even the Viper's gone as well. The 3 reactions come through, and Team Redemption. It looks like they've put TNC on tilt a little bit here. The triple T.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Full game for the Lycan to come back into this, honestly.
Yeah, they have the Hand of God now too. Oh, can he get the kill with this haster? Firefly? No, he doesn't have it for 14. It's gonna be pretty unlikely. In fact, just really risky.
Really dead. Oh, not quite. Hand of God is good. Cooldown from Lance.
Is under attack.
As much damage done as they can back onto this Mirana. AU, no mana left even. 10 seconds time. Not diving though. Lycan pressures, takes down the tier 1 bot, and forces reaction from the gyro. While Chen is taking control of this Radiant jungle now, just taking it away from them. So we're ready for this Viper to farm, so phase boots, headdress. Beck's gonna be late.
He was having a pretty bad start here on the Chen, and suddenly he's only a couple 100 gold now. 300 gold behind that Viper that was in the mid lane. Obviously, he got tri-laned, but Chen was doing quite a bit of moving around. Didn't quite get those jungle stacks like with the Wild Wing or anything like that up and going, so he's still gonna have a really early mech considering. Very good here for Team Redemption. Raven, for those treads, the Vlads, I guess it really is just going to be Roshan, and again, we're going to have to see how the Batrider is going to play into this. And now combined with the Call Down, as well as the Hand of God, there's a lot of scary abilities. The Razor, too, with the Eye of the Storm. I thought last game was bad going to the Roshan pick for the Lycan.
There's the Wolves, but it's like 3 or 4 seconds too late. The smoke has already been used here. With the Chen combo of double Dark Troll into Centaur Sun, they can set up perfectly. Batrider, but
Dire's top tower
Lycan
is
has moved
under
over to the
attack.
northwest. Find him though with a Firefly, Blink, Lasso, Shapeshift is up, but they've got the chain stuff available. The question is, do they have the damage? The Moonlight Shadow is there, the reveal, is it available? The Firefly ticking him over, but it's not going to be enough. They see the static links, but oh, the Gyrocopter not there with a call down, and Raven sprint away. Bought enough time. Forced enough ultis and abilities for his team to take tier 1 up at top. That good Moonlight Shadow
Radiant's
from the
middle
Mirana.
tower is under attack.
Yep, not anticipating that quite yet, so if they get burnt by it, at least they can still put some pressure on the mid tower.
Oh wait, does Ether Lens increase spell damage and not magic damage? Am I
Yeah, it's
stupid?
any spell, doesn't
Okay.
matter what.
I'm an idiot then. No. Right,
Okay.
Durka was
You're still
wrong.
beautiful.
I'm left. Right.
Okay, he's still going back for the Necros anyway. It's probably just casual. I mean, there's always the potential for the Aether. I'm liking this, that Midas is going to be out here for the Mirana. I think it's pretty good with the way the arrow works now as well. 100 mana to, you know, kill a big creep. Good. Let her farm her way up to that, considering she had that much of impact in this game. Only 0-1-1.
Viper is going for a Midas as well. Right, like right now.
Alright, we've seen this a couple times actually, and I wonder... That may actually makes me... It would have actually been kind of legit for Sam to actually go for the mech instead of Necrobooks, if that's what the plan was. Like, get the Midas now up. You're going to be working on the Midas anyway. Get the mech earlier on the Beastmaster, so you can fight up against the mech of the Chen, and then get more damage. Let your Beastmaster be like the control and the heal and everything like that, and let you get some more damage with SMY and stuff like that, but you'll probably just go back for the mech right after on the Viper, because even casual headdress is totally fine with the way Nether Toxin, or Corrosive Skin rather, works.
Utility Beastmaster could be pretty nifty here. Wolves scouting out the Razor. There's chance for the smoke up really, and they're not holding on to one. Gyrocopter, 14 minutes in, he's nearly got his S&Y complete. Phase boost, Aquila, a little ancient stack taken out. They're giving time for TNC to actually farm up some items as Midas is complete for TE. Mirana close, yeah, not far away, 150 gold or so. Got that one up, but they're going to get the Blink Lasso onto the Mirana, captures the Lasso. Others though, they have the damage and the lockdown. She leaps straight through the line of the Firefly.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Takes enough magic damage there as the tier 1 Cliff pops. He comes back into defend with his phase boots, run forward, but they don't have it control. Lasso's expended.
I actually thought she had time to get out of there, just probably not looking at it here. Probably trying to line up that leap into the camp and didn't. That's how fast to get on top of them. Unable to escape on that. And he will be respawning almost immediately though. Only level 6 here.
TB back and defend. The Raw, they've got level
They have
4
the
wild
shadow.
Radiant
axes.
structures are fortified.
There's dust on the bat this time. Fall for that one again.
It's a great thing here with the wild axes, you know, they needed that wave clear. The inner beast taking up a point for the Beastmaster at all.
Yeah, they're just not in
Arrow.
a position to use it, honestly.
Wait. Oh, the arrow killed the creep. Arrow hit the Dark Troll just in time before it could land onto anyone else, and with this Moonlight Shadow popped, I know that their invis is sitting pretty nearby and close to this initiation range from the Master, but they just defend this tier 2. In Redemption, they're happy with the damage they've done. Chen Creep's gonna
Dire's
tank the
top
death.
tower
No,
is
they
under
dodged the
attack.
arrow, they don't want to insta-die.
Raven did a little bit of work top. You get the lane pushed out. Just again on the tower by the time the Batrider shows up, but yeah, they defend mid. They gotta be happy with that, and maybe this will open it up a little bit more for them to at least have a chance at Roshan. Like, if you lose that tower, yeah, the hopes of Roshan are slipping further and further away, especially when one scare decide to group up and go for the bot as well.
Couple as well. You're gonna be heading into next. Be the first one to the pit.
Just as SMY, I suppose. Most solid item. Already get drums, buffing up your attacks, or rather your movement speed. Also your attack, but
Banners and wise across the board on everyone. Hawk is up and scouting now.
Girl one's done for Sam. Well,
Bad, not bad. Faster time.
Lycan. He's about to have his double necros.
Oh
Here we
god.
go.
It'd be nasty. Double Necros with a howl. Don't have any other little creepies summons to run around apart from the wolves, of course. This Cripple on the wolves. Like, why have they named another ability Cripple?
I don't know. It's good though.
% chance, 40 attack speed for 4 seconds, and 8 damage per second.
Dan and I were having a discussion about cripple the other day, and like, you can actually see there is a tiny little thing that shows up when it actually gets crippled. You just never notice.
We were talking about it in the cast we did for the qualifiers. Sure you
Oh
were
yeah,
there.
he was. We were doing some like late night cast. He was probably bringing it on over to you guys. I think maybe it was the same cast. It might have been that as well.
You joined us for a couple. I think it might have been
I did.
me, you, Scant, and some other idiots.
Well, South African idiot.
Like Knoxville.
Idiot.
Idiot. Oh,
Yeah, it's
Ben.
crazy though. Like attack speed slow of 40. It's difficult because you don't notice it when the wolf's like attacking you. It's not a big enough indicator or a noise effect. And suddenly you're just like, man, I cannot win this man fight, and it's because you're getting crippled by wolves. They're actually incredibly important down in the fights for someone like a Razor or even a gyrocopter once he's already used rocket barrage. Only Chen could like steal them.
Feel as Raven in control of the top lane. Team Redemption. It doesn't feel like they're under a massive threat here, but it feels like they're struggling to handle the movement from TNC right now. The sort of passive play that kind of flow from lane to lane, farming the jungle. They had a few more aggressive wards, you know, around their own jungle. Because you look right now, oh, hang on a second, like Shadow, AU. Already used his leap, and with a dust there, well timed for the Batrider. They just need some kind of way to slow him or stop him. Well, Bat Blink on top of his head. That'll slow her straight to the grave. Yeah, dire vision here. It doesn't feel like it's in the right places. You know, Lycan is going to be moving top lane, going back into the... They've got no warding up top lane, where the tier 1 still stands. So I kind of feel like, you know, ward in this area, the large camp is going to be a good spot. And there's no deep wards in the enemy jungle, so where the Viper's like pushing mid lane and then heading back into the jungle. His farming rotation. Team Redemption, I kind of want them to go aggressive now and get some good deep wards.
Yeah, they had that one big push. Oh, is he going to Viper Strike here? I think they follow up with this.
Fall down. Lands onto 2 with the last one to the Oracle. Nothing to keep people alive. They'll not even get the Abaddon. The arrow will kill off the creep, but it looks like Samik might just die with a flame break, cancelling his TP. Raven, run into the middle of 5 of them. Starstorm does a lot of damage, but they're just going to keep turning and fighting as the wolves try to kill off this Abaddon, but he should be okay, even with Mirana throwing another arrow out there. She has leap. Get her away from the Batrider. Chase down the Mirana. Keep on chasing, keep on hunting, and this should be a kill. No reaction TPs coming in. Flame break, one more hit. Over the stick charges. Tier 1 is going to be ready for them to claim. If not, Roshan.
Still play there by Chen as well, so he has to decide what he wants to steal, right? Like, he can't get both. Really worth it, but he's pro, so that's pretty great. Steal up a little melee creep is now disintegrated, but a little play there. And man, what a great game to be a Chen, honestly. Like, yeah, your creeps are getting arrowed and Midas, but you can still steal so much stuff during the fights with all these necros running around.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Nice and Wise is the name of the game. Chen working on his Aghanim Scepter. That. And for those of you guys wondering, the game come up straight after this. It's going to be the Power Rangers against Empire game, and it will be hosted right after this, so we're just going to run one best of one into the other. I'm not going to be starting as they were scheduled. We're a little bit delayed earlier on today. So Empire against PR will be happening right after this game, I hope. Ready. As it stands, 3 to 12, 20 minutes in, Team Redemption. Right now. That's that little niggling feeling I had about them not being able to keep up with the flow of TNC. If TNC just walks in like that, and I have no issues with Team Redemption taking this. Until the Necro 3s come out from both Lycan and Beastmaster, then it's another kind of swing in momentum again, where maybe things get a little bit rough.
Yeah, well, obviously the farm game with the double Midases coming out here, it's been keeping them in it, even though they were down so many kills. Now, once again, it's shot up, of course, 4K, and it'll be a free Roshan here, unless they want to try some really risky plays with the Moonlight Shadow, but they're way too out of position, just going to have Lycan try and go for the trade.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Is she really going to go in and try and... Do they have no detection?
Roshan has fallen.
Oh no! You tried.
You did try.
It was close. It was close. Dire, get it. Gyro takes it. Aegis with the immortal up on your Gyrocopter, and a BKB isn't far off either. Hey you, that was a good effort. I mean, that would have definitely made it worthwhile to push up on Aegis and stealing it under their noses, but I guess it's a support Mirana, right? You know, Treads Midas is not a massive giveaway.
I mean, it's all reliable gold, right? So,
Hey!
I think they should just group up and start taking down top, like Raven a couple times now, where they've been for different objectives, and he's able to just hop on up to that tower that's been holding the wave nice and steady at top for him. He gets some farm, pushes the jungle, steals that up. They get some wards down. Doing honestly a ton of work to this tower still up here in the top lane, so I'd really like to see them kind of group up now. Force that down, force down the next tier 2, rotate mid with the Aegis, and even rotate bottom. Like, they could probably clear out the rest towers right now with the position that they're currently in. These Necros come online, and speaking of which, actually Necro 3 is now done on the Beastmaster.
Now
Not quite fast enough.
Now the Bat Rider has a gem. This Moonlight Shadow is never going to save them. They're going to Wolves, because these Wolves have been given good intel to TNC, knowing a lot of the time where the initiation is coming from, scouting out the movements of Razor and Bat Rider, just keeping stand on them. Now
is under attack.
Heading. Stack spotted by AU. Not going to be able to do anything about this though. Starstorm the Ancients.
You can steal the experience now again though.
That's true. He could go sit in the Roche pit and steal experience, but he's not going to go for it. He's play aggressively here. Forward placed down by the Oracle. They were just trying to that down safely, safe as they could. There's the Necro 3 you mentioned for Beastmaster now delivered. Still this tier 1 tower for top. This amazes me. The fact you have a Chen who is in your jungle, you haven't taken tier 1 top.
And they're backing. Come on, guys. Tower. Let's go. Oh, here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's grabbed Raven. Stuns from Chen, the damage output is there. Flamebreak is available, they kill off the Lycan. That's
good stuff.
Big pick.
Radiant's top
Here,
tower
this as
is
well.
under
I don't
attack.
think... Can they kill the bad now bottom? Highly doubt it. I'm just toying with them. Oh my god. The melee group dies for it there.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Up to now. What can TNC do to kind of get the equilibrium kind of balanced for them? The next round of big items? Or do they group up now as 5 and try and push into tier 2s?
Oh, I think you just go now. You got the Agnums now done on Chen. I think that's just like, you just pick up that SNY as well. Too far away from everything else. Start fighting. You want to get in there before Lycan has anything else. Yeah, you just shut him down now, but he's still really close to a BKB.
I mean,
that is what it's up for.
I mean, what does TNC do? Like, TNC could potentially go and ball up and fight now if they really wanted to. It's not going to be awful. It's going to be like one of their biggest peaks in strength right now. Defending high ground is not their forte. They don't have any great high ground defense heroes, so if they do get pushed and kind of backed up into the corner where they're in their base and hemmed away, they'll never progress into their next items anyway.
They're pretty much their best chance is like an aggressive force staff, honestly, at this point in AU. High ground defense. Ooh, BKB on the Viper. Okay, alright.
I just BKB. There's an ancient granite golem over here for the Chen. Aghanims is done 25 minutes in. Tier 2 dropping. Can they go? They can go full high ground, right? Aegis is still up for another 5 seconds.
Yeah, especially once they see this Lycan, I think we just go.
Radiant's bottom tower has
maybe go back and play it safe though.
Do a lot of damage on the top. He's gonna pop the Necro.
Beastmaster, 3 Aura, double one. Alright, they don't have a flip.
Oh, they're gonna lose their racks. Oh my god, the damage coming in. They're gonna try TP, but there's the tier 3. The rack's gonna drop slowly but surely as well with the Bat Rider trying to just Firefly Flame Break every F.
The range.
That's fine. Fine. They didn't lose any important buildings, but the tier 2 bot did drop. Redemption will back themselves away.
Oh, that was pretty scary though.
Good.
Glyph just kept coming off cooldown, so they'll have it again for the next one at least now. And didn't need. They had to get some canceled TP side of team. They'd have thrown out maybe a lucky arrow. Disastrous. Time to. I think they need to keep the aggression up though. Did we? Oh, did we already lose? Did they lose the Aegis bottom?
It expired, yeah.
Oh, it expired. Okay. Close, but
When they were pushing,
that's a little unfortunate. They only got 2 towers out of it.
pushing tier 2, it had like 45 seconds, if that, left on the timer. Oh, Chen, okay. Full ancient granite golems. I mean, the aura doesn't stack, right? Individual aura, so they don't get that additional 50%, but still, tanky beasts. Oh, he can't go into. Oh, and he can't go and take another one. He's already taken one Grand Golem from Radiant Ancients, one from his own. So there's no dragons, there's no friend time to hide. Stab over at the ancient camps.
So about 208 extra HP.
Just the Chen.
Madness. Yeah, just the Chen. Like, just from that one granite.
Gyro starts off with 1600. He's going to be okay at this point.
Well, if you're TNC right now, you've got to be thinking, obviously, split your game. Like, you need to have at least one lane hitting an objective while, like, that's the dream. He's doing exactly that. He's down bottom. He's got the max points into the Starstorm. He can try and nuke down this wave, and he will. And just get this closer and closer to objectives, because you need Lycan doing something and TPing back every single time that Redemption or you want to get something out of this game. There's, like, no other option.
Lance is up target, though, on this Gyrocopter. Talisman of Evasion. We've already seen butterflies against Lycan. Very, very potent.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, Lycan really does rely on the hard-hitting moves in. Yeah, they're going to trade off tier 2, tier 2, it looks like.
They're all here.
Raven, he's been caught and dragged back with Moonlight Shadow and BKB. It looks like he's going to be okay just for now, but the cooldown on top of Savage's head to kill off the Necro Warrior. Well, Lance does take a chunk of damage, but they're going to blink forward aggressively again, looking for the Lycan, but he's already sprinted himself away. As bottom lane, Oracle is the one doing the split pushing.
Base.
Base for Oracle to do some structural damage to the tier 2. Yep.
Master died, but in the end, and that Aether Lens also going to be done for the Bat Rider here. Just a little. Oh, there it is now. Actually, just got it up. So I think this is like definitely the progression now. The Aether Lens after the Blink Force F. I don't think you can go. You don't need Yules anymore. Maybe some games you need BKB, but it's just absurd. Perfect that item is. It really helps later in the game to keep your damage up when it's harder to get consecutive stacks of napalm, right? Because you have to like pull and lasso so quick. I don't know the lance, but what can they really get off of this?
He's still got his BKB, and with the Abandon here, just healing and shielding and keeping everyone up and running. The melee racks without too much contest from TNC, but they are now chasing out of their base, looking for small Chen creeps, slowing down the advance slow, and the arrow flies across. Oh, not going to hit the Abandon. Scraping past backside, but Lycan was still up top. Getting away at the ranged racks with his little wolfies. Look at that! Slowly but surely killing the racks.
DDZ going in.
That rider doesn't realize what's going on. Yeah, you're right. Back towards mid lane. See, oh, that minus armor shredded, but there we go with that. Promise from Oracle, healing him up, though the damage output. He's going to burn through from this with the plasma field as well. There we go, down he goes. DDZ with a double kill, and they'll take down the rest of the mid racks here as well. Trading off, range racks up at top, doesn't get taken out, but there's Raven TPing away, no lasso available. Is that worth it? Is that worth it for TNC?
Radiant's middle
lose the full set mid. And, well, with the respawns coming up here, so say, I don't know, it looks like even without some of their harder hitters.
Decided to take it upon himself to go and hit the tier 3 up at top.
I mean, if there's nothing Golems can do, they can tank it. They've got the lane, so they don't really need the one stop.
That's a buyback. In Redemption.
That's exactly what they wanted to, and they'll just send DDZ home.
Perfect. Perfect force. Fly back out from the Viper. Now, what does he do? Bought himself a Dragon Lance. When did he get that?
It must have just been after the BKB. I bought it for you, Nick.
I guess defending high ground, you know, you need something to attack from long range, right?
I mean, it's a good value item to just try and keep yourself in the game. It's similar to buying a Vlad's when you're like, all right, the final fight's coming and I have, you know, 2k X amount of gold. I'll just buy a Vlad's. We win. I'm okay with the Dragon Lance.
I'm going to help you deal with a fresh purchase butterfly on the Gyrocopter and the 16 goal deficit you have behind Team Redemption. Midas from AU, okay, he's got Impulse Staff and now he's got Maelstrom, so at least they've got a little more power to try and shove these lanes. They're going to catch the Lycan. Oh, they're going to catch the Beastmaster even. Call down of the Pit of Despair. That's here though. BKB ready and available. Call down obviously just key. BKB Arizona's Butterfly, it's good, but is it good enough to keep him alive from this Lycan? They try and close off the gap, but Raven's BKB's doing so much work here. They've got the damage output, but in comes DDZ with the 10 creeps. Now chasing down the Viper, back to the rest of the fight. Lycan runs the hell away from that. The Razor, couple of clicks. Not crack the whip onto the Oracle quite hard enough, and Raven did he come back into that?
I think they just, I don't know, I went back to the bottom, or the rest of the fight, I'm not sure.
Because he sprinted away like this direction, I thought he was like, you know, home free, just Lycan Wolf away. Trying TP.
Is under attack.
Oh, they're gonna ignore Roshan, they're just gonna go for the base. I think it's the right call here. They'll probably hit the buyback on the Lycan. It might be too late to give up the Srax.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Rana wants 10 creeps to get out of her way, but Golems don't care.
Bots too, on the Bat Rider.
So straight on in.
I can get the Oracle too.
Oracle, no! Not like this, you poor little devil. And Lance just will pull down for good measure. Make sure there's no aggressive advance here. The raw and the damage output is just not there. The butterfly BKB popped by Lance will allow him to survive.
Can't die, they need 2 more.
They need everyone just to try and deal with the Gyrocopter. GG is
called. They called it!
It was so close.
20, really?
It was so close. So close. No. One more. No!
Oh.
The thing is, they needed one more for TNC from the 420, or they needed 2 more for Team Redemption for the 322. Where we were so close, guys. We were so close. TNC, they do lose 2 best of 1s in a row. Team Redemption after their stomping from MVP that they got yesterday, showing for them. But straight up after this, we have